Okay, we are back for another income report with Debt-Free Millennials. This is an intimate look at how much money I made in August of this past year. I have some big feelings around how this past year has been going. Maybe it's warranted, maybe it's not, but stick around and let's chat about it. Hey, what's up guys? It's Justine with Debt-Free Millennials, the channel to help you crush your debt and live payment free and potentially start your own online business and run it full time. I'm in my 5th year of business running my online personal finance business, content creating, and so it just feels like it's ups and downs. This past year has just literally been an up and down roller coaster with my income. So let's go ahead and get into the numbers. I'll share how much I made. For client work, I brought in $4,275. This consistently is my biggest revenue earner, and I really enjoy the clients that I work with, so this is great. Affiliates brought in just $531. This is something, if you guys have been watching previous episodes, you probably know this isn't an area that I've been focusing on lately. So I'm okay with the number being lower, but in the past, it used to be over $1,300, $1,400 a month. And so to see it kind of dwindle down is a little disappointing. Digital products brought in $634. That's because I'm being more consistent with talking about the workbook and talking about my budget bootcamp program. These are big products that I'm really happy and excited about, and I love sharing it with you on the YouTube channel. And so I think that's what's been contributing to higher revenue months with digital products. YouTube brought in $2,430, and I've also been testing with Instagram Reels. I've been eligible for these bonus plays in which they are paying out people who are creating Instagram Reels. They're paying out a little bit of money. It is not good money, but I figured if I'm already making Reels to just boost my followership onto Instagram, I might as well get paid for it. So I ended up making around $107 from Instagram. In total, the revenue that I earned for August was $7,977. And when I saw that number, I was like, really? Because I actually earned a little bit more money from July, and so this was another down month for me, and I was a little disappointed with not being able to get closer to a 10K month again. Let's go ahead and hop over to my business expenses, and I'll share how much I spent. Okay, so here's what it actually looked like inside of my business budget. You know, I have a couple of subscriptions, actually a lot of subscriptions that I'm looking at. I actually flagged Envato Elements because I'm not really using that anymore. The subscription renews on January 9th, so I'm just gonna keep that until the subscription ends and then be done with it because I haven't really been utilizing it very much. Canva, I actually paid in $119 for that yearly subscription. And I also flagged the Southwest credit card membership. Basically what I did this month is because I'm feeling such a lack of income, which it's not, right? Like I'm still earning a really good income. It's just that I have such high expectations of myself that I am not hitting those goals that I set, and so I think that's where this frustration is stemming from. And now I'm taking a look at my expenses and seeing what things I can cut, such as like the Southwest credit card membership. It's $70 for the year, and I don't travel with my business like at all, and I'm not really traveling that much now, especially due to things like the pandemic and having my daughters, so I just don't think it's worth it. I'm thinking about switching business cards, one that has no fee or one that has a cashback or points system. So let me know what you think I should switch to. I used to have the Chase Business Inc. card with my former marketing consulting business, but I'm wondering about switching that. I won't switch that quite just yet because I don't want that hard inquiry on my credit score while Kyle and I are talking about potentially buying a home pretty soon-ish. That's always a big question mark. Just gonna hold off for a little while longer. All right, then I had my WeWork membership. I did some shipping. I did a coffee during my time during my work day, and then also, you know, my edit video, some lawyer fees. Again, what are those for? TBD. And then I also spent about $99 on rev.com getting some transcriptions done from my top performing YouTube videos. I picked 7 of my top performing YouTube videos and I had them transcribed from rev.com. And then I'm having a VA help me turn those into blog posts so that I can kind of revitalize my website and add in those blog posts that supplements that video. So you can see my actual income that hit my bank account was $86.31. Now again, remember that I retroactively get paid out for any of my client work, and also a lot of the affiliate programs pay out retroactively. So my expenses totaled $19.73. I am still contributing $1,000 to my SEP IRA. I also set aside $2,037 for my taxes, for my quarterly tax payment, which leaves me with an after-tax take-home of $3,621. All right, let's talk about some of my wins. First of all, I think one of the biggest wins this past month is that I finalized my presentation for Fincon. I'm going to Orlando next week. I'm so stoked. It's gonna be awesome. So I had Kyle listen in on my presentation. I've been practicing every single week, timing myself, and he gave me some really good pointers on what I could do to switch up my slides and make them really easy to read so that the audience can follow. So big win. Another big win is my book is officially available for pre-order. So I wrote a book this past summer called Investing for Kids, 65 Activities About Saving, Growing, and Investing Your Money. And so I will leave a link to that below if you would like to pre-order your copy. That will be available and due out next month, well actually this month. For September, officially launches. So I am so excited. I've been doing a lot of marketing promoting for that on Instagram. You may have seen it in my newsletter if you are subscribed to the newsletter. And it's just been really fantastic to see that just increase and skyrocket. I cannot wait to like take a look and talk to the marketing people and say like, how many sales have we had thus far? I wanna know. And I would love to write another book because this experience has been so fun. Let's get into the obstacles, which I feel like this has been lingering on my mind for the past couple of days. This past year, I set a goal to achieve $125,000 in revenue. And then I had a stretch goal of $150,000 in revenue. Now, since I've been tracking all of my revenue and things like that throughout this past year, I have brought in just under $74,000. And so I have 4 months to make up the difference of what my goal is. So even if I wanted to hit another 100K a year, I've got to do just under 30K in the next 4 months, which I think is doable. That's just over $6,600 a month in order for me to hit that goal. But now the 150 just feels very out of reach. 125,000 even seems like a stretch. And so in the middle of all this, I spent a lot of time writing that book. And I feel that because I was so focused on that, I didn't have the runway to put in place some other brand deals and other income streams. Like I do have the income streams, but I just wasn't really feeding my energy into that. And maybe that's okay. Maybe that's what needed to happen in order for this book to be as successful as I hope it to be. But the truth is, in 2022, I've only had 3 months where I've made over $10,000 in revenue. And I was hoping that it would be a lot more than that. And again, I think this is just because I'm a high achiever, I'm a type A personality, and I feel like I'm just being a little hard on myself when it comes to that. And I have to kind of go back to my truths. Like I wrote this book. I spent a lot of time and energy on this book, which took me away from other things. You know, we're going through a transition period right now with so many things going on, like behind the scenes outside of Debt Free Millennials. So it's just a lot, and I'm trying to remember like there is a time for everything. The right projects and the right brands are going to come to you. I'm getting ideas about another project. I think I had talked to you guys about doing that corporate program. We've been talking about that for over a year now. And so I was kind of thinking about that yesterday and like maybe it's time to revisit that and get legs underneath that and start just cold calling. and emailing and door knocking and just saying like, hello, I could potentially have this workshop for you and help your employees. So I think that's where all of this is coming from, but it's nerve-wracking, guys. The financial stress, and we talk about financial anxiety a lot on this channel and how money plays into your emotions. I think when you're self-employed, it becomes even more amplified because the pressure is just on you and you alone to bring in the money. You know, it's not like you're going into an office and you have the entire team and a corporation to fall back on. It really is up to you, and I think, you know, that can create a lot of stress. And I have to be honest, I have been feeling the stress this past month. This hasn't been fun. However, I think about the kind of freedom that I've created for myself by doing my own job, and I feel like that has been so rewarding, and being able to take off at 3:30 and play with my daughter and take off time when I need to has been incredible. But then, you know, you kind of feel guilty because you're like, maybe I should be using this time to work on a new project or film more content. It's all a balance, guys, and that's what I really want to create with Debt Free Millennials, is that solid work-life balance. I want to see the consistency in income. It's there, like I am creating consistent income. It's just been so up and down lately, and that's just been disappointing. And in addition to that, I've been trying to revitalize my blog, and I'm running into roadblocks. So I mentioned that I got rev.com to do the transcriptions. Great. Got a VA set up. Great. She's gonna, you know, edit out the content to create a blog post. Then I get into my WordPress website and it's just all over the place. It's a mess. Contact the web developer. He tries to fix a few things. It's still not working. I go back to him. I'm like, do I just need to start over from scratch? What is going on with my website? Nothing seems to be working. I try to publish something. I try to use one of my plugins. It's not working. Anyway, that needs to be addressed because I want to do more things, such as that corporate program. I'm going to need a sales page, and I need that sales page working in order to get all of this put together. Okay, so I know this wasn't the most positive video, but I wanted to be transparent in how things can look like for somebody who's self-employed and running their own business. If you continue to enjoy these videos and you enjoy the transparency that I'm providing to you to show you, like, it really is not always these 5-figure months, then be sure to hit the like button. Let me know. If you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe. That really does help out my channel, and I'll catch you next month.